Okay, so you guys all gather together for a rather impromptu contract that's been put together. Kind of like some information came in, and Merton has put out the call to the members of the Take. He's informed you all that. Well, in fact, I'll let him inform himself. It's like, so you all come in, and he looks around and goes, "Yes, it is good to see you all again. I see we have some of our newer faces here. Milo, could you describe your character for me? Because I never actually got a description last time we played together."
Milo is a 3-foot halfling, always cloaked, walks with a quarterstaff as if he's a very old man. It's very deceiving.
Yes, Milo, our new wizard? Yes, I think that's it.
Monk of Cord.
Oh, that was my next guess. And he looks at his notes and goes, Silver Ravenstar?
Yes, my name is Silvora Aurea Merlea of House Ravenstar, but you may refer to me as Silver.
Oh God, another noble with a long name. Hello, it is good to good to meet you, Miss Ravenstar. Hope you do well amongst us. You've only recently signed up.
Yes, I feel like I want to prove that I can be something of my own without the help of my status.
Ah, well, if there's one way to prove yourself is to go into the wilds and fight terrible, terrible monsters. My dad did the same thing. He just threw me out the house every now and then, and I would come back with a basilisk head. What does Silver look like?
Silver is a 5-foot half elf. She's tiny because she is still fairly young. She's 16.
I imagine you lied on your contract and wrote 18.
No. I think wait. Did it not save? I'm pretty sure
I mean, like the one to Merton. I don't know, like 16. Jesus Christ. Vasselheim has some lax child labor laws.
And I can change it to 18. It's not a
problem. No, it's fine. I was just making a joke.
And she plays the violin, and she's a bard, and she has blonde hair, green eyes. I don't know. You can see the token, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Very good, very good. I'm sure your ability to play the violin will be invaluable today when you fight a hag. Chance, good to see you again. Could you describe Chance for us? Oh, wait, no, you can't, because you have to be quiet for the first 20 minutes. I'll describe Chance. Chance is a very handsome cat dude. I think that's about all I know about him. In leather armor, from his picture. Yeah, and he nods. He's like, very good, very good. And of course, Rothbert, who is this armored, but not armored on his chest, because he needs to protect their vital organs. Ginger, bearded, dwarven battle warrior, demigod by this stage, who kills half-gods. Accurate description, Rothbert?
Sorry, I had to answer the door.
Yeah.
Beg your pardon. I'm the only one here at the moment, so I just had to disappear off.
That's
I didn't
fine.
catch
I'm just saying, Rothbert, basically this big ginger bearded, heavily armored, but nothing across the chest, because who needs chest armor? God slaying, mighty axe wielding, lovely young dwarf.
Yeah, he's not ginger, but yeah. Other than that, all good.
I disagree.
You just picture him as ginger.
I do. I mean, his little token looks kind of ginger.
I know, because I haven't had the chance to get another one done.
I know. But yeah, so you're all standing before me, nods and goes, well, I suppose this will do for today's contract. There is a group of hags that have been causing the Take some trouble for a time. We killed one of their coven members some time back, and they've been harassing us off and on again. Today is a contact of ours, a Auntie Elderflower, told us where she believes one of these hags hangs her hats. And we are going to go and deal with her, so she stops giving us trouble. She's also hinted that being a hag, there's likely a good deal of treasure amongst her lair. Does this sound amenable to all of you?
Oh, yeah, sounds good to me.
I think Rothbert has had a few run-ins with the hag in question.
Hey, she didn't like Midriff Globe.
I'm sure. Very good. Auntie the Flower sent this, and he puts like a It's like a little voodoo doll almost, made out of twigs and sticks. And you can see sort of wrapped around its head is like a single strand of kelp or something. She said, simply leave Vasselheim, put it on the ground, and follow it, and it will take you to where you need to go.
Okay, that is quite creepy.
Yes,
I was going to say that that's not at all creepy anyway.
Yes, Fey bullshit, I believe, is the technical term for this form of contract.
Fey bullshit.
I could get in touch with Aroth if we need him to track.
I thought he was dead.
He's not dead. He's in single.
Same thing.
Yeah, he turned
It's
up.
fine.
He turned up the other day for 4 hours and fucked off. It was very weird.
At any rate, yes, this is your contract, this is your mission. I do have some pies, since I have a few of the less experienced members upon this particular job. Milo, you're level 5, yeah? What level is Chance?
5
Also
as well, I
5.
think?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have one I have one warding pie for Mr. Ravenstar. Take this, it will act as a ward against death. Basically a death ward spell. It will give you, if you get knocked to 0 hit points, you'll have 1 hit point instead.
Okay.
So he gives you,
information.
yeah, so he passes across like a small mince pie sized pie. It's like, this pie will keep you from dying. And I guess you just take it in stride, like, okay, magic pies. That's the thing here.
Okay, so do I drag this to my inventory?
Oh, no, it's just remember you have it on you. Basically, it lasts for 8 hours. So if you think you're going to get into trouble, eat the pie, and you'll have basically a one shot not go down on you.
Okay.
Milo and Chance, I have greater healing pies for each of you.
I mean, no need, but I will take it. Thank you.
Right, he gives you a greater healing pie. He gives Chance a greater healing pie. And Rothbert, I think you're fine.
Eh.
I mean, you still have a dagger on your shoulder from the last contract. Did you notice that?
Right. Thanks, Merton. just pull it out.
You flex and it shatters and pushes the damage out. It's pretty good. Right, well with that, that is all I have for you. Good luck. When you come back, Sylvia, hopefully we can make you a full member of the Take.
You get to meet the real boss at that point.
Yes, my wife.
I mean, the other one, but sure.
Oh, yeah.
Not your other wife, the other bot. Never mind.
My other wife. Alright, he just leans back in his chair because now it's up to you guys.
Away!
Alright, so you guys...
Who's grab you? Hang on, wait a minute. Run back. Grab the doll. Run back outside.
Okay, 1 sec. Copy. Got you. Okay. Yeah, you guys head outside. You move out into Vasselheim, through the gates. The guards kind of give Rothbert a familiar nod at this stage. You're in and out all the time. As you go through the huge sort of stone walls that surround Vasselheim, and out into the hinterlands that surround the city. What do you do then?
Make sure we're probably far away from anyone else before we put the doll down and let it go for a little walk.
Yeah, okay, so you wait until you're out of view of the city. And you put the little doll down, and there's a sort of pause, and the doll twitches. And then kind of herky-jerky stands up. Sort of looks...
Okay, am I the only one who finds this very creepy?
Oh, no, it's fucking weird fake shit. It's just fucking weird.
It looks around.
So when you said herky jerky, I just thought it was going to start talking in a southern accent. Sorry.
Well, hi there.
Does the doll make a sound or does it speak?
No, it doesn't say anything. It just kind of looks around. It's got like little like button eyes, effectively, and it scampers towards Ravenstar, grabs hold of the bottom of your dress, and climbs up you onto your shoulder.
This is so. Okay.
It sits on your shoulder, And
Which way do we go, little dude?
it hangs onto one of your ears with one little like hand, and then points off in a direction.
I guess we're going that way then.
Right.
I was really worried it was like going to stab you or something there.
Stab.
It just stabs me and I die. I'm like, I should
Just close up for you. You got
Shine the
shanked by a
tape, bitch.
get shanked by a fucking voodoo doll. Yes.
Right, yeah.
The weirdest stuff has happened, honestly, particularly when these hags are involved.
Yeah, normally on my contracts. It points off in a random direction and kind of off to the north, and you guys start heading in that direction. You move through the general kind of... The hinterlands don't really have much in the way of roads around them, but you follow some trails going off in the northerly direction. And you end up walking for some time through the sweeping vistas and the deep forests that surround Vasselheim. All the while, this little guy sort of sits on Ravenstar's shoulder, occasionally like points off in like a different direction you need to head in. Always kind of in a northerly direction, but it seems to be leading you around like things that might slow you down and the like. Every now and then it sort of gets bored and like wanders around Ravenstar's shoulders. At one stage it like pulls out a little twig from its body and then begins like swing it over its head like a sword and point it in the direction. And almost like it's going onwards. But it doesn't do any. It doesn't like speak at any point, and just kind of keeps you pointing in the direction you need to go in. Is there any sort of conversation as you go along, or is it quite like quiet to business?
I can sing us a song.
Sure, I can play the flute at accompaniment, rather.
What do you mean bagpipes?
So we're the party. We are a party.
Am I actually retconning it to bagpipes? Because I mean, I've had a flute on it for ages.
It could be. I don't mind you retconning it to bagpipes. I almost
Okay, sure.
seem to prefer the idea. But it's obviously up to you.
Sure, I'll trade. I'll trade that flute, pan flute, for a bagpipe.
You bring out your flute and then you attach it to a large bladder, and it becomes a bagpipe.
Okay. Sure. Go with that.
Are you proficient in that? Because you don't want
I am.
to learn how to suck.
I am proficient in an instrument of my choice. It was originally pan flute, and it is now bagpipes.
Okay. Seen someone do something very horrible where they sucked on the bagpipe instead of blown on bagpipe.
Oh, jeez.
Lovely.
Alright, you guys continue on for a while.
Bagpipes are expensive.
Marching.
30 gold.
You don't have to buy it, it's fine. You've got it. It's there. Continue on. Ravenstar playing her. What was it? A lute? Did you say, or
Violin.
a violin? So you're playing the violin, which kind of puts all your shoulders up. So the little fetish creature like jumps off and like stands on the tip of your violin and does a little jig there. Sort of, on the very front of the violin, while Rothbert as you go along.
Really badly, apparently.
10's not very badly. 10 is you were exactly average at bagpipes. Which, to be honest, I filmed bagpiping competitions. There's no such thing as average at bagpipes. You're either good or utterly shit.
Oh, wow.
Naturally, the bard is much better.
With the +8, unsurprisingly.
Yeah, you kind of go along. The spirit's a little higher than normal.
Shit. Sorry, I accidentally keep clicking things on my sheet. I'm going to close that.
Ravenstar, you can take inspiration since you're doing your bard thing and you're getting people playing music and the like. And Rothbert, you too, as you sort of join in. And yeah, you guys play a little bit of music as you go along, and move through the kind of woods. And eventually, you're kind of moving along, and up ahead you can hear sort of some commotion. You can hear voices, like human voices, kind of somewhat raised.
Okay, I stop playing.
Like,
Yeah, I thought I'd say.
yeah.
Did they already hear us? Do you
There's a good chance they already heard you, although like they don't seem to be. The conversation like directed towards you. It's quite loud itself. So, but yeah, you can hear somebody like Well, it's at the distance now where it's illegible murmur, like murmur, murmur, murmur.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and we're still in the forest?
Yeah, you're in the hinterlands. You're on like some sort of deer. Well, you're on some sort of trail that you're following.
Okay.
I have no more information to bestow.
So where do we? So how far away do we say the voices were?
Far enough away that they're just like murmurs, like like they're speaking quite loudly.
Are they in our path? So the direction we're heading, yeah.
Yeah, they're somewhat in the direction you're heading. I mean, you could skirt around if you wanted to. I'm just letting you know what you hear.
Yeah.
Do we quietly approach, or what is our plan?
One of us can. I mean, I think I think is Chance quite stealthy. I don't know. I forget who's quite stealthy.
Well, I'm not stealthy. I'm old.
I mean, I can turn invisible, but it seems a bit of a waste for some strangers in a forest.
Can we hear from this distance if it's a language that we speak or a language that we don't know?
Roll a perception check for me.
Perception. Oh, I don't have very good perception.
No, it's just general murmuring to you.
Can I check what my old ears hear?
What do your old halfling ears hear?
A lot, apparently.
Yeah, it sounds like kind of roughly spoken common to you. Chance
Maybe...
scampers up a tree using Chance's little like tabaxi claws and gets a little higher. Chance, could you roll a perception check for me? Just see if you can like spot something from your vantage point.
Oh, wow.
Damn, yeah.
That's a hell of a vantage point.
What Chance sees when Chance gets up the trees is there seems to be like the little deer path you're on eventually turns into a more like kind of goes on to a more traveled path, like a cart path. And on this path there's a group of soldiers that appear to be they looks like they stopped a wagon. Like there's a horse and wagon that have been stopped, and there's this group of soldiers that are kind of around the wagon. They're not like attacking it. There's not like swords drawn and stuff, but you can tell they're like kind of grabbing at this guy's wares and sort of trying to bring them off the wagon. It looks like he's got like like a whole bunch of like big casks of wine, and you can see there's like a man on a horse nearby, kind of watching on as this happens.
So it looks like they have some sort of heist.
Something like that.
But they're soldiers, so wouldn't it be that they're just checking this man, his wares, if he's doing some fair trade stuff?
Trust nothing.
It's hard to say.
I'm lawful good, so I assume the best in my soldiers, okay? Well, not my soldiers, but the soldiers.
I'll also change that.
I'm lawful neutral, but I still trust nothing because it's the take.
Yeah.
Because Matthew's contracts are full of darkness and lies.
I was going to say that, but...
Flying seahorses. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could just approach it. Well, a couple of us can approach it. All have to. Some of us can stay back. Yeah. That's a good point. How many soldiers actually does Chance see?
About a dozen.
We can take it.
I think we should go and see what's going on.
What the hell just appeared in Vasselheim?
Nothing. Just playing around with things.
Yeah, I mean,
Rask appears.
No, it was a tiny little token that just flickered in for like half a second. I don't know. Yeah, we should go and have a look. A couple of us can approach. Don't all have to.
All right.
I mean, Chance is more uses his crossbow, I think, and things. So perhaps Milo and myself could go up.
Yes, I would like to.
Although actually, maybe taking the bar wouldn't be a bad idea. Seeing she's very persuasive.
And I can read people rather well.
Yeah, I can't do any of that. All right, maybe we'll just leave Chance in the trees, and the rest of us can walk up if Chance is agreeable to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chance says he'll hide.
Chance is a very good hider.
But are you going to hide here, or are you going to hide near where we will be, so that you can jump in if something does happen? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so Chance, gotta get a stealth roll from you first of all, as the rest of you And can I have advantage? I think I'll give you advantage because everyone else is going to come stomping up, so they'll draw the attention. 9. Okay. I mean, good job.
Good cat. Well done.
Alright, so you guys all make your way up, and yeah, you get close. You can hear this kind of the raucous conversation now as you get closer. There's some sort of loud...
I hide the little doll thing inside my pouch, I guess.
Yeah,
so that its head is still sticking out because it looks like a doll still, but that it's not moving on its own.
It dives between your cleavage and just pokes its head out the top and like watches.
Rude.
Very appropriate. Thank you.
You can feel like some seaweed on your skin. It's kind of gross, like scratchy twigs.
I put it in my pouch. That's what I said.
I know, and then it jumped out and died where it wanted to go.
Okay.
So has it gone like good luck charm style?
What's that? Sorry, the little dude,
the little doll.
Little doll. It's just it knows what to do, and it's just stops moving because you're not kind of proceeding on anymore. So yeah, you probably just throw it in your pouch and it just stays there.
Yeah, okay, but not like I know that a bag of holding, if you put something living in it, then it dies. So it's like make sure that it doesn't die, even though it's a doll. But I think that it.
You think it's probably fine.
Take it out.
It looks thankful for your care. It goes into your bag and stops moving, doesn't cause any trouble. And you guys all come out. And yeah, you see this group of soldiers. They seem to be somewhat aware of your like coming. A few of them have like pulled up to kind of watch you approach. You see they wear the livery of like Vasselheim, but you recognize it as being like one of the more expeditionary forces of Vasselheim, like the kind of people who work outside of the walls. I think they've actually seen a little action recently. There's one of them has like a bandage around his forehead. Their equipment is like dirtied from use. And a few of them are kind of watching approach, including this like sort of noble-looking figure on the back of a warhorse. He's got like a cape, but he looks very regal up there. And the rest of them are in the middle of like pulling the barrels off this wagon. And while there's you see like a halfling merchant there going, No, gentlemen, please, no, this isn't my wares. I can't give them to you. Come on, no, you can't do this. And he's like sort of shouting at them, but they're just kind of talking over him and like laughing and taking this ale down. They see you come up, and the noble goes, "Whoa there, who's that? Make yourself known."
Is that Sicilian on the horse?
No, it is not Sicilian. It's his brother.
I will shout in halfling if he needs assistance, because halflings do that shit.
Do halflings have their own language? I thought they just spoke the kind of language. Oh, okay. I thought they just spoke the language of like wherever their community was.
Halfling is
like a very, it's a very secretive language, isn't it? That's,
yes.
Oh, okay. So you say like
the
secretive language of the half folk, and he goes, "No, please, sir. These men they're taking my wares. I can't. This isn't my. They're just. I don't know." He looks very like flustered and confused.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah, sure. He looks like a very confused, like stressed merchant who is kind of he's in an awkward situation where he's got like people in authority clearly taking advantage, and he's trying to remain polite while also not wanting them to steal all of his shit.
I'll whisper this to Rothbert and our bard friend and see what they wish to do.
Well, the guy on the warhorse addressed us, right? So
yes, he did. Well, there. What are you doing? And tell your cat to stop skulking in the trees there. We all see him. Literally all of us. Even blind Bill there. Right, I'll see him.
So they're knights or are?
No, they're not knights. Like they don't seem anything quite the fancy. They look like rank and file infantry, soldiery types.
Well, good day, good sir. We were just passing through, and we heard this ruckus, so we came to see if something was going wrong or right.
Nothing wrong here. Nothing you need concern yourselves about, travellers. Be on your way.
Well, I would say that this man that you are helping nodding to the halfling.
He's not helping me!
No, but it would seem that this man that you are helping with his wares is very confused about your help, so we were wondering if something was in fact wrong or not.
Frowns. He's like, do you often question the business of soldiers, young lady?
Are you a soldier?
Indeed. Vasselheim. We've been up north fighting the barbarian horde, keeping them back and defending the trade routes.
And helping this halfling with his wares does that?
We're not... I have been given permission to forage as I see fit while I'm working. This halfling has wares my people sorely need. And a few of the men sort of chuckle like, aye, we sorely need them. Haven't had a drink in weeks.
By whom have you been giving this permission?
Yeah, you can insight check them. Yeah, I mean, you've been around for a while, Milo. You know that when there's kind of troops aboard, this kind of behavior isn't uncommon. Yeah, same with you, Rolfbert. Like that kind of gang mentality of, well, we can do what we want because we're, a group of guys with weapons and you are not. And they're using this, like, forage, get what you can as an excuse to take drink where they wouldn't, to take what they want, and while they have the chance to. It's not common.
It's bookish behaviour.
It's what a behaviour, sorry?
Bookish, basically being assholes.
Yeah, they're basically being assholes. They're using their position to take what they want. It's not uncommon. Like, soldiers honestly did this all the time in the medieval times. They were worse than most bandits. They're just using effectively their letter of right to forage and do what they need, and taking it further than it really should go.
Then I would second the question from what our bard said. To whom has given this permission?
Yeah, he sort of frowns. Like, I do as commander, and as well as that, we were given, like I said, permission that while we were working on keeping the northern barbarians back, we could, forage what we needed from the local populace.
Well, I personally believe that drinking this alcohol will not really improve your battle against the barbarians, will it?
I flash the brand on my forearm of the take symbol.
Alright, he notices it, sort of looks at it and sneers a little bit. Ah, mercenaries.
As are you, by the looks of the things.
I am no mercenary, so I am an enlisted man.
Do enlisted men steal often?
This isn't stealing, this is acquiring.
Yes, you're acquiring alcohol. How will this alcohol help you fight? Can you explain that to me?
It will help reward my men for their fighting. We've been up the north for weeks, dealing with these barbarians that have been running amok up there. I lost 3 good men. My men require a drink.
Are you not paid as a reward? Do you feel like it is up to you to claim more reward from innocent bystanders?
I don't see what business is of a group of mercenaries to judge me. You take your money for what you do, and I'm sure plenty more beyond. I bet you take the boots off this man as well as his drink if I wasn't here to protect him.
Milo just says nothing because he's getting very riled up and he's supposed to be a very serene monk.
Are you heading back up north then?
No, we're on our way back to Vasselheim.
Well then, hardly seems fair that you'd be foraging this man's wares when you're on the way back to the city. Can't be more. I mean, how long have we been? We've probably been about a day at this point.
Yeah, almost. They're about almost a day's march.
Yeah, you're only a day away from the city at this point. I don't think you'll be needing to worry about drinking once you get back.
Frowns at you all. I think you're trying to, persuade him that He should.
Yeah, kind of, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll let Ravenstar do the roll because you've all kind of been doing it, and you've also got advantage.
I rolled a 1 because my persuasion is +8.
I know. Actually, you rolled an 11 because I was going to say you have advantage because you've all been working towards this goal together.
Right.
But the DC was higher than 11.
Can I try again?
No, I'm afraid not with persuasion. You'd have to figure out a different way of convincing him. Like you'd have to use a different skill and a different approach. It's like time is not of the essence. My men deserve this. They've been working hard and lost friends. And I don't see any business of yours. Now be on your way.
Leave this man's wares, and we will.
How many sort of like casks are they taking from this?
Oh, they're like pulling like several casks down by the looks of it. The guy has about
How
maybe
are they
10 on
taking
it.
them? Do they also have a carriage or?
No, they're on foot, but there's a few of them, so they'll probably just roll it along with them, or they're just going to stop here and get pissed.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, and you can see the halflings, like, he's saying, no, you don't understand, this stuff is already bought and paid for, if I can't give this to you. And he's like, completely in a tizzy, but they're just ignoring him. Like, they're passing stuff over him because he's so short. And just ignoring him, basically.
That's just kind of rude. Oh dear. I'm guessing we haven't passed any civilization between here.
No, there's not a lot.
There's no conveniently located inn we could direct them to. So.
No, I mean, there's like no civilization basically outside of Vasselheim apart from the few scattered villages. It's very wild. That's why they need monster hunters so much.
That's fair enough. Oh, Chance is asking if he looks brave.
Oh, the guy, I mean, he looks like a noble fob. He looks arrogant, not so much brave. Like, part of the reason you kind of failed there was just because you were, he felt he was above you, and as such didn't really think he had to listen to you.
Oh, can I show him my, I don't know how noble I am, actually, because we didn't discuss that beforehand, but is there a way that I can show him my, what's it called?
Your, like, noble
Scroll of
insignia. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could do. He is also a noble, and, like, he wouldn't probably take it too seriously in this sort of situation.
Well, I don't... Okay, I honestly don't really know what to do.
Discord. That's why I'm dropping out.
I don't have very much experience.
Well, how about this, friend? You're only a day's march back to Vasselheim, and then I'm assuming you'll be due some good R&R if you've been fighting up north. Is that true?
He just sort of stares at you now. Like, looks he's kind of done talking to you, but yeah, he just stares at you.
Well, I am a proprietor of a brewery in Vasselheim. Leave this man's wares be. I'll see that several casks are delivered free of charge to your ballot. How's that?
Oh, that's a bit more interesting for him. Looks at you and goes, you just happen to own a brewery at this opportune moment for the situation? Do you have a sample of your wares or proof?
I mean, I do carry like a small cask of purple worm ale, because why wouldn't I? I like to drink.
He eyes it curiously, and he's like...
It'd probably be like a I don't know how big it would be, like a...
Yeah, like a little, like,
kind of...
carryable cask. He holds out a hand, like, may I try it?
Yeah, you can take the lot, it's fine. I'll just chuck it. Well, chuck him, but I'll pass him the cask, because I've been throwing a cask at someone's not.
He takes it.
I just had visions of him, like, waiting for the cask, and you knock him off the horse.
Catch. Falls, smacks his head, dies. Right, yeah, you pass him the cask, and he takes it, and he corks it and takes a drink. Could you make a brewer's kit check for me?
Okay.
What?
You're going to get to use this skill, Marcus.
I don't even know what it is to roll with brewer's kit. Is it wisdom?
God. I guess it would be wisdom to know how to do it and, like, taste it. And what skill would you like it to be? Make an argument for a skill.
I mean, wisdom's the only one I can really think. It's not going to be a dexterous thing. I mean, it could be.
It's not dexterous.
It could be wisdom or intelligence, really.
Unless you just drink so much of your own product that it's constitution, but I think it's wisdom.
Yeah, okay. So this is just a check, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
It's
it'll be
basically a wisdom check with proficiency.
yeah. Which one?
You've
If I
got-
just do perception, because that's
Yeah,
my
that's
wisdom
fine.
plus. Proficiency.
You could use you've got inspiration as well if you want it.
Yeah, I feel like this is a suitable time, so I'll use the inspiration as well. So yeah, I'd make a perception roll for it.
All right, yeah, he takes it. He has a sip. Goes, that's actually quite good. And there's another sip. You can make another persuasion roll, and I'll say obviously Ravenstar can make it again because it was kind of her argument, a lot of it. But with advantage for the delicious booze.
Right, so I make a persuasion roll.
Yes, please. 15? Yeah, he nods. He's like, men, put the gentleman's wares back upon the cart. We will be getting much finer stuff once we reach Vasselheim. The men kind of grumble, it'll be free. And they go, oh, okay. And, yeah, they all pile the carts back on top, and the flustered halfling, like, oh, thank you. Thank you, kind sirs, and all that. And they pile everything up, and they grumble a little and begin to like fall in. He goes, we will head to the to your brewery. Do you have a letter or something we can pass since you're going the opposite direction?
Hey, let me think. I'd probably find some paper or something somewhere, I guess.
He rolls his eyes and like brings out a bit of paper and some writing
I
apparatus.
assume some of us would have it. Yeah, I'll write a note to one of the. I forget which guard is it. Which one's the competent one? Murden.'s the competent one.
All right.
I'll
To
write a
Murden,
note to
my
Murden
only
to tell-
competent guard. To Murden, you're my favourite. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
No, just telling him to give them 6 casks of ale. And I'm trying to think what I'd really use to be able to. I mean, I could sort of just about sign his name, but I'm trying to think if there's anything that you really give to kind of make it more indicative that it's from him.
Yeah, I'm sure you have like just a little like phrase or something. You know, you maybe have had to write
Yeah.
these before as a brewer. Like it's basically
Hand him
a,
a
Yeah.
hand.
it's
I
basically
was
a
actually
proof
just
of
thinking about
purchase.
putting it around a hand axe. Actually, that was literally what was just crossing my.
You don't
Yeah,
give
sure,
him the
I'll
right.
take it.
You attach it to a hand axe and throw it, and it lands in the wall at Vasselheim. And he's like, oh, okay.
I'll tell you, I'll give him a hand axe to the. I'll take one out of my inventory. I'll give it to this guy as a just as a symbol with the note is just to represent that it's from me.
All right, yeah, he holds it somewhat confuzzled, and yeah, that's you got it, and he begins to take off, you know, with his kind of imperious sneer.
So I wanted to hear him.
I know, so did I.
You could trip his
Yeah,
horse
something about
probably.
Right, so I
Oh,
approach
horse.
the halfling and I ask him if he is okay.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. This stuff's already bought and paid for. It's not even my own. If I'd lost it, I'd have been held accountable. I'd have been ruined. Thank you so much for your help.
Well,
Yeah, don't worry
ever so
about it.
welcome.
That's fine.
Soldiers seem
They
a
just
bit
be
funny
sneaked
when
up on
they've
your
been
own.
out in the wilds too long.
So did you also come from up north?
There's a little halfling brewery up there, and we make wine. Well, sorry, not a brewery. Then it'd be a winery, and we make wine and we send it down to the city. This little valley keeps the monsters away.
Do you have a card or some seal?
I think-
Maybe we can check in once.
Interesting enough,
Being a
in
halfling.
medieval days, we didn't actually carry around little business cards, but if it's
I'll fill out the one that I got from Vlad, and he goes, "Well, I have this one.
it's
What
very
this means?"
interesting, and he considers patenting the idea. Look, if you just go into, no, I've not got a card, no, but I'm very thankful. If you ever, if I ever see you in Vasselheim, I'll buy you a drink.
Take a name of the winery and we'll take
Yeah,
your name. How about
it's
that?
the Wizards of Wine Winery.
Have you run into any other troubles on your way here?
Oh, often. I'm normally just good at hiding and avoiding them. can't afford enough security to make it totally safe, so we lose a couple of shipments every month. But it's not good for business when it happens.
Is it usually these men, or do you also?
No. I've seen soldiers around here a little more recently. There's been a lot of fighting up north with this northern bunch who came down. Sometimes, you know how soldiers are, they get a bit out of hand.
Very well. How far away from Vasselheim is your winery?
Oh, I'll be camping and then moving on. I'll probably be there midday tomorrow sometime. Don't worry about me. I do this trek from time to time.
Hey, so security's usually worth investing in, particularly with the kind of wares you're carrying. It's usually quite attractive.
Maybe you're right.
Very well.
Maybe it's time I invested in them a little bit more.
Oh well, I think that's just done. We'll be on our way, I suppose.
Yes. Sorry, I don't have any money to reward you with, but looks around. It's like I have this, and he gives you each like a wine skin, effectively, like just skin filled with some nice wine. It's like it's the best I can offer.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Milo gives his to Rothbert because Milo's a monk.
Thank you very much as well.
Silver also gave her to Rothberg because she's underage.
I mean, this is medieval times. It's either that or drink the stagnant water that all the sewage goes into. So
Silver has a lot to learn. We practically live in a tavern.
it's true. So you guys move back on your way. He trundles off. Everyone can take inspiration for helping the cartman and getting
So
his
how do you
wares
do
through.
that? Oh, you just tick it? Okay.
Yeah, just take inspiration, and if you ever want to get advantage on a roll, just say, I would like to spend my inspiration, and you'll get advantage on the roll.
Okay, sure.
Alright, so you guys continue on. You travel a little longer, and then eventually, as soon as like it turns to night, the little wicker man just stops moving and like falls still.
Well, that's strange.
I guess we're camping somewhere nearby here then tonight.
Yeah. So you guys.
Just try and find somewhere suitable nearby, I suppose.
Yeah, you guys find a little spot to camp in. You pull up all your covers and the like. And yeah, you bed down for the night. And yeah, I'm guessing you guys take watch.
Yeah, Milo will take first watch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he's going to meditate, so...
Yeah. So Milo, you be the first to notice, as you're taking watch, you've kind of got a little spot on the side of a hill. And you look down across the valley, and you can see maybe half a mile away. So a fair wee while away, but I don't know if you ever spent a lot of time out in the wilderness at night, but when it's pitch black, you can just, if there's another point of light anywhere, no matter how far away it is, you can see it clear as like a beacon. So there's just blackness, like this totally black terrain, and then you can see another campfire, maybe half a mile away. Just kind of burning gently down below you.
Do I hear anything, or is it
No,
just...
it's half a mile away. You don't hear a thing. Like,
Okay.
you just something you notice. You're like, once the sun goes down, you see there's another campfire.
I note it down, and when we swap shift, then I'll tell the person who takes the next watch about the light.
All right, who takes the next watch?
I can.
All right, so Ravenstar, you get up, stretch, maybe not used to sleeping kind of outside and sleeping rough. There's like some twigs in your hair, and yeah, the old halfling. What does the old halfling tell you?
There is a light about half mile away. I hear nothing, but just keep an eye out.
Okay.
All right, and you settle down, start your own watch. You see this light about half a mile away. And,
Yeah, so as I watch, I focus more attention on the light. I still try to watch around, but I focus more attention on the light and if someone might be coming from that direction.
Yeah, you keep an eye on light. It's very far away, so it's just like a small like blob of light in the trees. But you don't see anything, and then eventually it's your turn to pass over to Chance or Rothbert.
Yeah, I can take it, that's fine.
Cool. Rothbert takes the next watch. Same thing happens. And eventually Chance would take his watch. And yeah, unless anyone wants to go and investigate, Day would just sort of come upon you again, and the little stick figure, like, kind of suddenly herky-jerky stands up and climbs up, this time onto Rothbert, nestles himself in Rothbert's beard, and points onwards.
Right, so I check
Sure.
to see... Now that it's morning, I check to see if the fire is still on. Can I see that?
Once
Or
the
is it-
sun sort of came up, like probably midway through the night, the fire would have gone out actually, or at least like burnt down. You can make a perception check.
I don't have very good perception.
Yeah,
Oh, but I had a good roll.
yeah, which makes up for it. Yeah, you can see there's like a slight wisp of smoke around that area, like perhaps someone's cooking their breakfast or something, and they've got a little bit of fire going.
Hey, Rothbert, maybe some bacon.
Or breakfast ale.
Ah, breakfast ale.
So I facepalm and I say, do you guys want to go check?
Yeah. I mean, is it like a half mile out of our way, or
It's a little out of your way, yeah. It's not on the direction the little guy's pointing.
The moment Ravenstar said you want to check, Chance is already heading in that direction unless somebody wants to stop him.
And you look over, the little cat's like scampering away.
I'll follow. Chance has this idea.
Right.
I think we should.
very well? Sure.
I roll
Not
my
so much
eyes
an
and I
idea,
follow.
just if somebody says, let's do this, he's like, okay.
All right, you guys, Chance scampers away. You guys all sort of follow on after. It's not a very long walk because it's only about half a mile. So you travel for a little bit, and eventually I think you guys would probably hear them before they hear you because there's some conversation. You hear a voice going, "Yeah, no, we're ready to go. I swear, just give me 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, big guy. No, I'm getting up. I swear, I'm getting up. Ow! You didn't have to kick me."
Chance, do you want to have a look again?
I actually just want to walk up to them, to be honest.
Just act like
I
a
mean-
cat. Just take off your
Yeah.
clothes and act like a wild cat and just...
No, I'm not gonna strip down, nope. Inappropriate behavior, nope.
In front of a miner as well.
Yeah. No. He's just gonna it's just gonna, what's it called, casually walk up to them.
All right, you
Okay,
casually
I guess we'll follow then.
make your way in up. Yeah, you sort
Unless
of
I
break.
can see that it's a monster or anything, then I'm of course gonna.
Well,
hold my
what you
peace,
see
but-
when you get closer, I mean, you're either sneaking up or you're strolling up. It's one or the other.
No, I'm strolling up. It's fine.
Yeah.
I said I was.
So when you break the clearing, you look out and you see, there's this guy. He's kind of wearing sort of traveling leathers. He's just like he's wearing like traveling leathers but no trousers. Like he's just like jumped up out of his sleeping bag. It looks like, and he's in the middle of berating this at least 8 foot tall half dragon, like albino white half dragon.
Oh,
He's like saying to him very like fiercely, it's like, all right, that was uncalled for. Every morning I try and just catch a few more minutes sleep than you because you wake up at the crack of dawn. What do you mean it's like 9 a.m.? That's the crack of dawn. Every morning we go through this and you always have to kick me awake. It's rude. You're very rude. And the dragon, like big dragon, half dragon, shrugs his shoulders and like puffs out some like white mist, and he goes, "All right, that's uncalled for."
at that point, Chance just goes, "Good morning."
Ah!
I,
The guy,
but I facepalm and I follow Chance.
the guy sort of scampers behind the big dragon that turns like around and like faces you, and blows out some white mist. And he goes,
Wow, I've never seen a white one of you before. Phew. What's your name?
He nods and he goes, and the other guy comes out. "Oh, this is Chatterbox. I'm." And the big sort of thing nods. Don't try and get much conversation out of him. He has taken a vow of silence. What are you're at Baxi, right? And he points at you.
Yeah, I heard you talking about sleeping long. That's a best idea I've heard all day, but apparently some people want to wake up early. I don't get it either.
He like smacks Chatterbox on the chest and goes, "See, this guy understands it. Sometimes we need our beauty sleep."
Yeah, or midday or afternoon, or there's always a good reason to sleep a bit.
Ooh, can we go for another beauty sleep?
And the big
Looks at
dragon like
Robert,
shakes
since
his head.
Robert is the
And then like more of you come out, and you see like his cadence change a little more when there's a couple more of you than him now, and he does like kind of a little stays behind the big guy and like begins putting his trousers on. It's like, so
I do the old man thing and like slowly stumble up using the quarterstaff as a walking stick.
and
Like,
Chen,
Cord be with you, Cord be with you.
looks you over.
Chance just looks around and says, "Oh, don't worry about them. They're fine. They always follow me around, and I always follow them around. I don't know how it works exactly, but we always end up in the same place.
Oh, I see.
Either way,
You're adventurers, yeah?
sure."
Leave it away.
How did he know?
I thought maybe bandits, but bandits tend to all be, scruffy, same race, maybe a half orc or two.
Usually sneaky as well.
Normally when you get this eclectic a bunch, always adventurers.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
artist.
awful at sneaking, so we would make terrible. What did you say, bandits? We would make terrible bandits because we're awful at sneaking.
Yes, you're also a little too well dressed for the job. It's all leather jerkins and
Some of us. I look like I'm an old bedraggled thing with a cloth thrown over it.
yeah. He comes out from behind his like big dragonborn or half dragon friend and reaches out a hand and goes, "Artist Simber, pleasure to meet you."
Chance. Nice to meet you too.
Chance of what?
To be fair, full names are not custom to be shared with our tribe,
Oh,
but Chance is fine.
respectable. I understand. Nice to meet you, Chance. And shakes your hand and goes over to Rothbert and goes, "You must be the muscle of the group."
You might say that. Grossbert Johansson.
He shakes your hand and goes, it's quite the grip you got there. And you old timer, you wizard?
Monk of Cord.
Oh,
Name's Milo.
nice to meet you, Milo. And he comes over and like bows respectfully to Silver. He's like,
Oh, pleasure to meet you. My name is Silvora Aurea Merlea of House Ravenstar, but you may refer to me as Silver.
"It's a pleasure to meet you, Silver." Blah, blah, blah. He says your whole name flawlessly. So, are you here to attempt to rob and kill us?
Nope. Why would we do that?
No.
We smelled breakfast.
Ah, yes.
Also, I honestly never seen a white one before. It's too bad he doesn't talk. How did you talk to him?
Oh, me and Chatterbox have travelled together for quite a while. I've gotten kind of used to the way he likes to express himself. He blows out like some more like white cold vapor into the air, and he goes.
Oh, I get it.
He says hello.
It's like when we ignored Joe and all this stuff, and we know what he means when he's nasty third. I get it.
Yeah, I suppose he's like Joe. But yeah, come. You can, if you're not here to kill and murder us, you can join us for some breakfast.
Oh, that's very nice.
Wonderful. We've got some wine to share as well. I'll just bring up the wine skins. Why not?
He reaches for it like, yep, that seems like a good idea.
Chaz just gives him his wineskin, since he
yeah.
still kept.
He
Since
takes the
halfling
wineskin.
was gone.
And so you sort of notice on his like middle finger he has a ring, like just a simple sort of band of gold, but it appears to have like little like very intricate engravings of like frost around it. And he takes it and he's like, "Thank you very much." He takes a drink and then he looks at the dragon who's giving like a disapproving look. He's like, "What? No, it's not too early. Shut up." And looks back at the rest of you and goes, "So what brings you all the way out here?"
Chance just looks to see if anybody wants to stop him.
Well, I mean, we're
Okay.
monster hunters.
Okay, so he just goes, "Well, you see, there's this interesting thing. We were sent here to find this. What's... Oh, okay. We were sent here to find stuff.
Monsters to hunt, yeah?
Sure.
Monsters are our business. We're
A
slaves.
respectable and far too dangerous trade.
Just look at Rothbert's heavily scarred body. Yeah. Aye, but it's fun. Ah.
Oh, some spell attacks just happened.
Throwing spell attacks.
No, I'm trying to clear the wizard bullet cantrips from my character sheet, and it won't go.
Okay, it's fine.
Amazing. Well, whatever you're hunting, I wish you the best of luck.
What are you doing here, by the way?
Oh, me and Chatterbox just like to keep ourselves to ourselves, and at the moment, and we're staying. Yeah, we're just traveling the hinterlands, learning what we can. Well, I'm a traveler. I like to see as much of the world as I can. I've not spent a lot of time in this part.
I really want to insight check that, but I'm not sure if I... Yeah. I am gonna see if he's, like, deliberately trying to hide something. Like,
Okay.
I get the idea if he's lying or not.
Yeah, you can roll insight. Wow, that's a good insight. Let's have a look. Nope, not quite. Yeah, he seems he seems on the level. He looks like a traveler. He definitely has that kind of look of someone who's been around. He's got traveling clothes. This is the best way of making someone like really suspicious of your NPC. Just give them
That's true.
Give them a high deception, and it was like they're full of bullshit. Let's go murder them. Yeah, he's like, no, it's yeah, he does look like a traveler.
That's enough for chance. I mean,
yeah.
He's like, well.
And what of your companion? Why does he not speak?
He took a vow of silence many years ago and hasn't spoken since.
Vow from what, may I ask?
He kind of gives you like a look like it's a little personal.
I start playing with the cord symbol around my neck.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Oh God, no!
At this point, Chance just turns around and says, Milo, if he's not talking, he can't tell him why he's doing it.
Yeah. You notice
I have a -1.
you notice Artist looks at sort of Chatterbox, who shakes his head very slightly and then sort of smiles sympathetically at you, and he says he doesn't like to talk about it or have me talk about it for him.
Makes sense to the vow of silence.
Yeah.
To not talk, that is.
He's a devout man in his own way, and this is just part of what he does. Honestly, it kind of works for me.
I look at
It makes him more intimidating when I need him to be. The big, strong, silent type, works pretty well. And you know it's like, as he's kind of talking, the other guy has like kind of got himself ready, this big dragon, and he's got a huge two-handed like greatsword. Like this massive,
I think it's very
beautiful
respectable, I say to Chatterbox, that you are so devoted to your oath. Again, on his good side.
Yeah. He smiles at you and like breathes out some of this like cold mist that sort of freezes the air kind of in front of him. And Artist goes, he says thank you.
You're very welcome.
Chance just looks at the doll, what it's doing at this point.
It's like insistently like pointing from like Rothbert's beard up into the mountains. Or like not into the mountains, kind of into the lowlands nearby.
I think we should probably be getting on then.
Well, it was nice meeting you, and I'm very happy to have met my first white dragonborn. So, thank you for this gift. And Chance pulls out of his bag some knick-knack, and he gives it to them as a return gift. And he's like, Rothbert, are we on again? Where are we going?
Yeah, well, the little fella seems fairly insistent. I think we're heading to the lowlands.
Well, I wish you all safe travels and happy monster hunting. May you kill it, get your money, and not die.
That's always the goal.
God be with you both.
Yeah, had to. On your way out, just checking something. No, I won't do that. I was just saying, is there anything nice this guy could do for you, but not really, no. So he like smiles and wishes you all like all the best. The half dragon, since Jance was so nice to him, like kind of comes up to Chance and like does his like frost breath thing, but into his hand, and then he like holds out to you. He's kind of frozen in the air, like a little like intricate frost, like a little intricate made of ice dragon.
Ooh.
And he,
Yeah, Chance is gone for the next hour looking at that.
yeah, I mean it's going to melt. You can tell it's actually like ice, but it's just like a little, like, nice thing.
You'll just keep looking at it until it's gone.
Yeah,
He's lost for the next hour.
It's like shockingly intricate, like in the way it's kind of designed and looks. Like, and yeah, you guys take off. They give you some bacon, like some bacon rolls for the trip.
Quickly, because I forgot to ask, is there any religious symbol like on the dragon or anything?
Yeah, you can roll a perception check.
Perception. That's better.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Just checking. I think what kind of strikes you is no, there's no like direct religious symbol. Like you almost expect there to be one. Like he seems very like calm and collected. There's something almost paladin-y about him, but he has no like direct religious symbol upon him. But you do get kind of like a very relaxed feeling of good from him.
Is it the same feeling we get when we send the illusion?
No.
I don't feel like I'm suddenly much better at making saving throws. Okay.
You don't feel like you're suddenly much better at making saving throws. Oh, actually. Yes, you do feel like you're better at making saving throws while you're within 10 feet of him. Like, yeah, there's just a relaxing feeling about him, but it's more of like a general feeling of like good and calm as opposed to godliness.
That's nice.
Okay, that makes sense.
You get none of that from Artis. Like, he just seems kind of roguish, very like charming, but not has a very different sense about him than his friend. But the two do have like clear rapport. And yeah, you guys just head off. You hear them like going with it. Yeah, they seem nice. Yeah, I am also glad we didn't have to kill them. And you guys like head off into the morning.
Okay, we just continue to follow the puppet, I think.
Yeah, so you follow the puppet for a little longer, and he wanders along, and eventually you enter kind of like the bottom of this valley into some swampy lands nearby. You sort of come up to your knees in many places in like foul dirt and grime, and pretty quickly things go from being like nice pine tree hinterlands to sort of lowland swamps, like floodplains. And you, yeah, your nice like noble dress is ruined in no time.
No, I pull it up like to my knees.
Aye, but it's
I'm
still like
holding it
trailing and like caught in it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Incredible background noise comes from somewhere. There we go. And yeah, you guys carry on, and eventually the little fellow...
What's the puppet doing? I thought it was leading us around the filthy stuff.
Well, it leads you through the filthy stuff, and eventually in the middle of the filthy stuff, like right in the middle of these lowland swamps, it points at a cave. You can see it's kind of on like a little island out of the swamp around it. A lot of like dead leaves and bracken are on the ground. And yeah, you can see there is this cave mouth built into the wall. And I think that's probably a good place to take a wee break, so everyone can grab like a bathroom break and go and get some coffee and the like.
Perfect, I'll be right back.
/ I really want to go get a coffee.
Yeah, coffee is good.
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Cool. So yeah, we'll take a wee 10-minute break.